How can items in a bag represent my life? They're probably just knickknacks anyway, right? They are not just knickknacks, they're memories and they're accomplishments that have happened in my life. Who knew that things such as your first piggy bank or your first shoe could mean so much? All of these things that I am going to be sharing today mean a lot to me and they represent my life. I love these items and I can see myself having them for many years. But a pin, how can a pin represent somebody's life? My life. This is the pin that I first got the first time I went to Disney for the first time. As a kid, all I ever did was watch Disney movies, play the Disney games on the Wii, and get the Disney dolls from the store with my sister. That's all we ever loved to do. And we would always see the Disney commercials on TV. And it was like, come to Disney World, the most magical place in the world. And me and my sister always dreamed of going there. But Disney World's expensive and we just didn't have the money at the time. Then the unfortunate happened and my parents got a divorce when I was 8. And I thought my dream of going to Disney would have been squashed. And turns out the next year for my birthday, my mom got us tickets to Disney. My sister didn't live with us anymore, so I had to go by myself with my mom. But it was still a really fun trip, and I remember getting this pin because I walked into the gift shop and the lady said hi to me and I said, "This is my first time at Disney." And she looked at me and she said, "Well, here's a pin for your first time." And I didn't take it off the rest of the trip. And I took a picture with this pin and my mom sent it to my sister. And even though she wasn't here, I still could feel that little piece of her in my heart. This pin symbolizes that I can accomplish my dreams even if they don't go as planned. Now, moving on from the Disney pin, we have this newspaper. But how can a newspaper represent anything in my life? It's just an old newspaper. Nobody reads the newspaper anymore. But for me, it is much more than that. It is my golf team picture. I've never really been good at sports. The only sport that I stuck with was soccer. But at the end of 6th grade, I no longer was able to do soccer because my school didn't offer soccer in junior high. And so I figured, okay, I guess I'll just never play a sport again. But then in 9th grade, the opportunity arose for me to join golf. And as a kid, I'd always played golf. So I thought, oh, I'll be so good. It'll be so easy. And I went to practice every day. And the first day of practice, I realized I suck at golf. I am really bad at this. And I really wanted to quit. Every day, I wanted to quit. Every day, I was just done with golf. But then I kept going and I made it to the end of the golf season. Now, you may be wondering, what did that story have to do with this picture? This picture reminds me of the memories and the triumph that I had to go through to stick with the sport for a whole year. It just reminds me that I can do anything I want to do if I just set my mind to it. And I am so thankful that I did not give up and that I stuck with golf. And this picture means a lot to me and my mom because my mom was so happy that I had finally got out of my comfort zone, out of my element, and did golf. And I kept practicing and now I'm actually really good at golf. And yeah, this picture is really special to me. Now, my last item is these two things right here. This is a Precious Moments age train. I used to get these every year on my birthday. They go between the ages of infant to 16 years old. I only went up to age 9, and these used to sit on my shelf in my room, and then a tree fell by my room during the debate show and knocked the train off the shelf, and now these are the only two I have left. Now, you may be wondering, why are these significant? These are significant to me because these represent the ages and the memories in my life. So when I look at these, like age 4, I look at these and then I can somewhat think of memories from age 4, and I feel like it just represents me. Age 5. I remember age 5, I was going to preschool at that time, and every time I look at that, it just brings memories, and these are very special to me. Now, a funny story with these, when I was probably 6, my brother and my sister were playing in my room, and they were throwing pillows around in my room. And this age train used to sit on top of a little wooden shelf, and they were throwing the pillows, and the pillow hit the train, and the train came with a clown that led the train, which is supposed to represent a circus, and the clown fell on the floor. And I remember feeling really sad because these meant something to me. These were from my mom and my dad, and these were very special to me. I remember crying because it felt like part of me had like gone away, because I felt like these were the ages, and every year when I look at these, I can go, oh, well, I got this done when I was 5. All these great things happened when I was 5. And so I was very sad about that. And just all the memories during these ages, have shaped me into what I am today. So every time I look at these, I always think back to the memories and think about how these ages and this train has shaped my life. To some people, the pin, the birthday train, and the newspaper are just objects. But to me, they are memories of my life, and remember that I can do what I put my mind to, and I can accomplish my dreams. These items mean a great deal to me, and I'm proud to have all these memories and all of these things. I think everyone has 3 or more items that mean something to them, and I think if they take the time to look at these items, figure out what makes them unique, I think that is very special.